Washington. Pero bagong lahat, ating muna siyang pabatiin. Magandang umaga po sa inyo, Ma'am Marisa Pascual. Kamusta po kayo?
Good morning, Bombo Framey. Happy Monday sa inyong lahat. Good morning sa lahat ng mga viewers and listeners, and mabuhay ang Bombo Radio Philippines. Kumusta?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning po sa inyo. At right now, ma'am, ano po bang asahan po natin with this another talk with Zelensky and Trump dyan mismo sa White House, ma'am?
Well, this is exciting kasi I strongly think na this is the last straw. So a host of European leaders will be joining Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky,
Yes.
signaling solidarity with Ukraine when he meets with U.S. President Trump in the White House tomorrow, marking a significant change in the format from the disastrous Oval Office sit-down na nangyari noong February. So talagang itong meeting na ito, it was carefully planned, na hindi na lang si Zelensky ang pupunta, kundi six prime minister presidents of 6 nations, including the NATO secretary. So talagang makikita mo na that they are all together to make sure na itong negotiation na mangyayari sa White House with Zelensky will be a go. Kasi I strongly think that this is the last chance. So it is, sabi niya nga na all the 7 leaders are confirmed in attendance. Their joint presence underscores Europe's determination to present a united front in support of Ukraine and to stop this war. So ahead of the meeting, si Zelensky kahapon met with the van der Leyen at the European Commission in Brussels to set priorities with the White House talks. Sabi niya na focusing on long-term military aid, Ukraine's ambition to join the EU, and bolstering transatlantic solidarity in the face of Russian aggression. So talagang they really planned this carefully, and talagang all of this meeting has to be executed accurately and precisely. Sabi ng former U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, William Taylor, joined Fox 5 today sa Hill Show, na sabi niya to discuss what we could possibly expect from the highly anticipated meeting bukas. Ang sabi niya, I expect that they stay in the rails. They will be calm, will be determined, will be pointed. Overall, it will be productive and it will be constructive, sabi ni Taylor. Sabi niya na Trump envoy claims progress with Putin, Russian President Vladimir Putin agreed to allow U.S. security guarantees and to Ukraine, and made concessions on the land swaps. Kasi itong pinakamalaking nila na hindi sila nag-agree.
Yes.
But with the meeting with Trump and Putin last Friday, sabi niya na Putin has allowed or agreed to allow U.S. security guarantee and the concessions on the swap lands as a part of the potential peace deal during his summit with Trump last Friday. So yun ang sabi ni top envoy Steve Witkoff told CNN. So ang sabi naman this thing was not denied nor confirmed by Russians. So malaki ang hope na this will be okay, kasi talagang this is a very delicate matter. The whole world is watching. Although this is a war between Russia and Ukraine, it's affecting not only the US, NATO, and the whole world, kasi this has to stop. So sabi na Trump reversal. So 'di ba dati ang gusto ni Trump muna yung ceasefire, which is ang si Zelensky ngayon kina-continue na to insist on the immediate ceasefire before the full peace agreement. Pero sabi ni Trump, ang position ni Trump has shifted. Sabi niya na I have talked to Putin, and sabi niya na the peace treaty doesn't need to be, we can go straight to the peace deal without pursuing any temporary pause. Sabi niya, fighting during these negotiations. Witkoff said na itong reversal na ito, it's because alam na ni Trump kung anong gusto ni Putin. So kung magkakaroon ng agreement nito and it will be official to be declared, it will go straight to a peace agreement instead na pause. So
Yes.
instead of ceasefire, it will go straight to peace agreement. So this is good. This is really good.
Yes. Ma'am, marami pong mga mga eksperto at mga ilang pong mga political analysts regarding nga po sa Trump and Putin summit na tila wala pong konkretong naging kasunduan po doon. So, ano po yan na? Do you think po na magigiveaway po ang Ukraine for the claims or sa mga nais po ng Russia? At ito po ba ay magkakaroon ng win-win na solution na both countries ay panalo po at not one-sided for this ceasefire agreement or totally to stop the war?
Very good point, Bombo Framey. As a matter of fact, pag nakita mo yung sabi ni Trump na until there's a deal, there's no deal. But the high point is that sabi niya, we have agreed on many, many points and there are a few points left. Which is ang pinakamalaki is the occupation of land.
Yes.
Kaya nung after ng Alaska summit, pinost ni Trump sa kanyang ex na Zelensky needs to make a deal with Russia. Kasi alam na ni Trump kung anong gusto ng Russia. Alam din ni Trump kung anong gusto ni Zelensky. Kasi kailangan na itong both countries na fighting, both of them want something and kaya walang peace agreement before. Kasi silang dalawa, they don't want to compromise. But the good thing is Trump has been facilitating this na kung gusto mong matapos itong war na to, gusto ni Putin ito, you have to give up. And then gusto ni Zelensky, he has to give up so that they will come into a cordial agreement. But both of them must compromise. Sinabi ni Trump na there's no peace kung walang compromise. So
Yes.
it's not all the way. But alam na ni Trump kung anong gusto ng isa't isa. So right now, hopefully because of of what happened with the Alaska summit, although they did not, it was not a home run
Yes, yes.
na sinatawag, it was a point in the right direction, and that's the reason why this meeting tomorrow becomes possible. So
Yes.
yes.
Ma'am, yung isa po bang magiging scenario that Crimea na which is ito yung inokupa po ngayon at dati pang natagal na po na teritoryo po ng Ukraine pero inokupa at kinuha po ito ng Russia. Yan po ba ay magiging isa po sa mga usapin po dahil with that kind of strategic location po ng Crimea talagang andyan po yung napakalaki po na natulong po for the economy, of course, with dito po sa may karagatan po ng karagatan po, Black Sea, kung di po nagkakamali. Ma'am?
Yan ang malaking gusto ng Russia. As actually marami siyang mga gustong, sabi niya, Putin demands control of key Ukrainian territory in exchange for peace. And yan ang sinabi ng European diplomats.
Okay.
Pero yun nga yung sabi nga ni Trump na you two will just need to compromise. So kaya itong pressure so maraming gusto si Putin, kaya nga 'di ba it took a long time for Putin to come to the table to have this conversation or this summit last Friday. Pero alam din niya na yung Trump threat for sanctions penalizing countries that buy Russian oil and gas would not stop Putin from his war efforts. But it is clearly piled pressure on him kasi mismong the leaders of India and China called him. So Putin does not want to maintain a lengthy war effort under economic pressure from these two main energy customers and effective sponsors. Kaya na-pressure siya. And you keep in mind na Trump had given the deadline of 50 days na kung walang agreement in 50 days, then the tariff will be in place. Sabi niya na the tariff will take effect in 50 days if no deal on Russia and Ukraine. Trump said U.S. tariff on Russia export would be at 100%. And ang pinaka-stiff nito is the secondary tariff known as secondary sanctions. As far as mas grabe, kasi itong India and China, it will be, itong secondary sanction will be 500%. So, with this pressure, kaya nga nung pumunta si Putin sa Alaska, dala niya ang economic team niya.
Yes, yes.
Which is sabi ni Trump, this is not about sanctions or tariff. This is about the Ukraine war.
Mm-mm.
But we know na Putin wanted to have some kind of negotiations with the U.S. Kasi this tariff, once it will be in place, it will affect the Russian economy greatly, and the countries that will continue to buy from Russia will. That's 500 tariff. That's very stiff.
Mm-mm.
Kaya niya ginagawa ito to actually give that pressure on Russia, and hopefully itong meeting bukas and the fact that there's already a compromise coming from Russia, hopefully that those things will finalize, that this tariff that the US is ready to hit Russia with will not happen.
Mm-mm.
So yun ang goal.
So that's the
And the thing, yeah, go ahead.
So, Ma'am Marissa, so that's the card po of President Putin with that tariff in both countries. Kung hindi kayo magkasundo, okay, bahala kayo. Ito ang tariff para sa inyo. So, that's the card po na talaga the strong leadership po ni Trump ay pinapakita na po dito para once and for all ay magkaroon na po ng ceasefire.
Yun ang point, na the pressure is on Putin.
Mm.
And the pressure on Zelensky is to compromise.
Okay.
So, kasi yun ang failure na hindi nagkakasundo eh. Kasi noon si Zelensky, ayaw niyang mag-give up ng kahit ano.
Mm-mm.
And Russia has a point na sa amin ito noon, kinuha nyo, so it's rightfully so na kinukuha lang namin.
Mm-mm.
So nevertheless, because of Trump, both of them must compromise to stop this war. So I hope that we're there. But nevertheless, there's a backup plan just in case. And Putin is very aware of that, with the grand welcoming him with the summit last Friday in Alaska, showing the B-2 bomber and 4 F-35 jet fighters.
Yes.
During the handshake. And F-22, hundreds of them is lined up. I
Yes.
strongly think a lot of analysts says that it's intentional to show Putin that we have all these equipments and you don't. So this is ahead of if you don't agree with this war to stop, these weapons are available, and then it's possible that can be used. But the goal is, hopefully he saw them and made a very visible mark na, oh boy, we don't have this. And it's true, they don't. So we will keep our fingers crossed, and
Yes.
we hope for the best, that peace through all this summit will materialize. And I hope the whole world will pray, because whether we like it or not, the whole world is included on this.
Yes. But in the lighter note po, Mama, will Zelensky wear a suit po or coat and tie para po sa pagpasok po niya sa White House, na siya pong naging isa rin po sa usapin po that time?
Well, at that time, kasi pag may mga negotiations of different world, mga different leaders of the world, it's formal. But Zelensky, if you listen to him, he also have a good point. But at this point, I don't think that is such a big deal at this point. It's a very delicate matter that they don't worry about whether he wears suit or not.
Yes,
At this
yes.
point. They need to make sure. Kaya itong mga 7 leaders are with him. At saka at this point, they are going to use an interpreter. Because although he speaks good English, sometimes kung nagkamali yung the way that you constructed the English and it turns out to be different.
Yes.
Kaya right now an interpreter will be used, and you got all these 7 top leaders in Europe to be with him para sigurado na wala nang bulilyaso like it happened last February. And ang pinaka-importante dito, he needs to be cool. Kailangang pakumbaba siya, kailangang professional, para everything will be at peace. And talagang sinabi ni Ukrainian ambassador na it will be peaceful and calm.
All right. And of course, that is tomorrow, Ma'am, US time, dyan mismo sa Amerika, the meeting of Trump and Zelensky sa Washington.
Yes.
Yes.
So it will be, it's Eastern time, which is they're 3 hours ahead of us. So right now, doon is already 9 o'clock ng gabi, 6 o'clock dito sa Oregon, 6 p.m. ng gabi.
Alright. And with that po ma'am, kami po makikibalita na naman po sa bukas pagkatapos po ng magiging usapin po na ito dahil of course the Trump, kanya pong naging no, sa kanyang campaign period na gusto niya makapagbate at no wars sa mga nangyayari. Of course, alam po natin na and just to say na paano po ba naapektuhan? Kasi of course, the leadership, alam naman po natin with Trump or US, na gusto nila na sila yung nangunguna for this mga gulo po sa iba't iba pong mga countries po. Ma'am Marisa, no?
Oo, kasi ang goal ni Trump is his legacy will be a peacemaker president. Yun ang kanyang ililive na legacy. That's why this is such a top priority for him. And I strongly think he will get he has a lot of nominations, so hopefully he will get that. But that is the legacy he's trying to accomplish, is a peacemaker president.
Alright. And with that po, Ma'am Marisa, maraming salamat po sa inyo. At siguro sa araw ng bukas, sabi nga po ating kanina, pagkatapos po ng summit or the talks with Trump and Zelensky, ay malaman po namin direktamente po sa inyo dyan mismo sa Amerika. Ma'am, anything na gusto niyo po sabihin na shoutout sa ating pong mga listeners at mga viewers po natin po, Ma'am Marisa?
Thank you so much, Bomba Frame. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And yes, I'm looking forward to hopefully a very successful summit tomorrow. I would like to do a quick shout out kay Dr. Dom Cabildo Ignacio of California, son of Gilda Gil Cabildo originally from Ilagan. Shout out, sending love to my friend Marissa Sanchez Joria. Hello sa superstar na Baron Geisler. Hello. And happy birthday, 50th birthday for Hilda Lagamon of Vancouver, Washington. Happy golden birthday sa iyo. And kayong lahat dyan sa Isabela, lalo kayo dyan sa Pangasinan, kumusta kayong lahat? Happy Monday. Sana masagana kayong lahat.
Alright, and with that, ma'am, with your extra?
Thank you, Bombo Framey, and mula rito sa Portland, Oregon, USA, ako si Bombo International News Correspondent Marissa Pascual. Para sa #1 most trusted, unmatched source of news and information, it's Bombo Radio Philippines. Basta Radio. Bombo.
Maraming salamat, Ma'am Marissa Pascual, ang tinaman pong Bombo International News Correspondent direktamente dyan mismo sa may Portland, Oregon, sa Estados Unidos. Higil nga po dito sa mangyari po bukas na magiging usapina, talks, summit naman po nito pong